So this is your quick lower body Pilates. You can use a resistance band if you want to as well for more challenge. It is pre and postnatal friendly. So something you can easily fit into your day as well. Let's get ready to go. If we haven't met before, welcome. Hi, I'm Emma. I am a breathwork, Pilates and meditation instructor, and I do happen to be registered severely sight impaired, blind, so I do have a guide dog who sometimes joins us, but the reason I am telling you is because I really try my best to audio describe in as much detail as possible so that fellow blind, visually impaired people can also follow along, and maybe you can take a screen break even if you are not visually impaired. Let's get ready to go. So we're going to lay down onto our side. I am 27 weeks pregnant today, so like I was saying, this is pre and postnatal friendly as well. But make sure you're nice and comfortable. It might be with a pillow, it might be with a block. And I'm just going to lay down onto my left side. So for you, if you can mirror me, it will be your right side. And you're just going to come down to the mat and firstly just line yourself up with maybe the back of the mat. So we're going to have our pelvis at the back of the mat, our spine, our shoulders and our head. And then we're going to line, bending our knees like we're sitting into a chair that's just tipped to the side. And our knees are in line with our hips and our shins are parallel to the front of the mat. And I just want you to start by lifting and finding this wrapping around your waist. We're not just sinking into the mat. We really want to feel this sense of we're pulling the hip bones away from the floor, we're lifting and we're engaging through that center. Top arm can rest in front for a little bit of support, or you might even want to put it on the side of your leg. It's completely up to you. When you're ready, we're going to start by just lifting this top leg up and down, and back down a few times, just starting to warm up through the leg. Now I've got really heavy dead legs at the moment, so I'm going to be taking loads of little breaks in between, so just feel free to stop and start whenever you want to. But otherwise, we're going to take a deep breath in to lift and hover the leg up, and then slowly come back down. And if you just rest your hand on the top part of your leg, the top part of your hip, and you just hold it there as you keep lifting and lowering, you should find that your hips don't sink and they don't roll back. So you can imagine there's a little drink balanced on there even, and you're trying to keep it nice and steady. Good. On this next one, hover the leg up, flex your foot. Now keep that right angle, and you're going to push the leg back like you're trying to push the sole of your foot to the back of the rim, and then swing the leg back forwards to where it started. Either having a little rest in between or just keep swinging back and forth. Now, when I say swing, I don't just mean swing with no control. We really want to take our time. And you really want to focus on keeping that perfect right angle and making sure as you push that leg back, your hips are not rolling back. And also, you're not arching for your lower back either. You're really putting those abdominals in, thinking about the glutes. Just carrying on with that as we go back and forth. Just keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe you notice your shoulders are starting to tense up, so just let them relax as well. And then bringing the leg back to the front, keep it nice and hovered. This time we're going to push the leg away as long as it can go to the side, so it's nice and in line with the rest of nicely in line with the rest of your body. And then you're going to bring it back to that start position. And then we go again, we push away like there's some sort of resistance. Reach the leg as long as it can go. And then slowly bringing it back in, carrying on with that. Reaching out a little bit more each time. Just really thinking about pushing maybe into your resistance, into the band that's around the legs. But even if you don't have the band on, add in your own resistance. We're going to keep the leg long on this next one, keeping your balance, and we're drawing little circles all the way around. Really slow and controlled. We're making sure we're really mindful of the rest of the body staying steady. And then we go back the other way. Keeping that regular flow of breathing. I don't know if you can hear, like I've got like little turtle burps in my throat. And the microphone's right next to it, so maybe you can hear that, I don't know. Good, when you're ready, we're gonna hug that leg all the way in. Just give that leg a little tap out. And then push yourself all the way up, and let's do the same on the other side. So you're probably gonna have one side that feels different to the other as well. So just coming down and doing the exact same as we did on the other side. So just lining yourself up, getting yourself nice and comfortable on the side, maybe with a pillow, maybe tucking your arm underneath. And let's line the shins with the front of the mat. And we're just gonna start by lifting and lowering that top leg. Finding this lovely sense of lift through your waist, this lightness through your upper body as you lift and lower, taking breaks in between whenever you need to, and coming back into it. Good, keeping that leg hovered now, flex the foot, and we're just kicking like a donkey kick you'd do on your front. Kicking back in that right angle, flexing the foot to the back of the room, and then bringing it back to the start position. And swinging back and forwards. How steady can you stay? Really nice just to close down the eyes as well sometimes. Just to feel and notice what the rest of the body is doing. If you can keep any more control than you already have. And then bringing the leg back to the front. We're pushing it out long. Point the foot, really stretch that leg long. And then bring it back in, shin parallel to the front. We go again, stretching that leg out nice and long. And that sense again of the waist lifting up, the hips lifting. My belly wants to keep folding forwards because it's getting a little bit heavier now. I'm definitely not carrying heavy, but I just feel a lot of pressure. So if you're the same, just maybe shuffle, add a pillow, something comfortable, stop wherever you need to. And then stretch that leg nice and long, and we're drawing those little circles right to the other end of the room with as much control as possible. And maybe this side feels different to the other side. You might have to focus a bit more. Maybe it's easier. Let's go back the other way. Opening out through the shoulders, the chest. We're not collapsing forwards. Good. And then slowly lower that leg down. Give the leg a little tap. I feel like I've missed something on this side, have I? I don't know. And then just sit yourself up nice and tall for a moment. Swivel yourself around and just take your hands behind you in a letter V to each corner of the mat, or you can rest flat on your mat. Knees are bent, feet are flat to about the width of the mat, and just allow your legs to zigzag from one side to the other. Just releasing out those hips. Good. And then sitting nice and tall. And that is it, you are done. So it's really, really quick. It's actually one that you might want to do a couple of times. So you might want to repeat that again. You might want to start to add a stronger band, or just take your time a little bit more. But it's just one that you can easily, hopefully, chuck into your day. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next week for another one. Take care. Bye.